Alright, what's up yins guys? Time for another video. I'm still seeing this all over the place on YouTube and want to do a video on it. Only because I'm still seeing it. All kind of YouTubers I'm subscribed to and ones I'm not subscribed to. And I'm having videos about this who I'm not subscribed to, whom I subscribe to because I'm seeing them do a video on this about Jeffrey Marsh. This sociopath, this mentally ill, narcissistic, mentally deranged man. Yep, I said it. A narcissistic, mentally deranged, delusional man. Yes. A mentally ill man. A mentally deranged man. Mentally ill. Yeah, I see in the videos how he grits his teeth. You have that lipstick on and everything. Unlike, and don't get me wrong, I have this belief still, which I stand by, that anybody who has another affectional preference, or if they identify as something else and they're not bothering anyone, if that's what they want to be, I'm a firm believer in obeying the law, and in my disclaimer here, and don't believe in harming anybody or threatening the life of anybody because of who they are. But evidently there are some of these followers of this mentally deranged man who don't believe that they have to obey the law. For example, the Islamic woman on TikTok who stated her opinions and was mocking this person, which, yes, this Jeffrey Marsh dude, this mentally deranged man, was shown in clips of videos all over YouTube. All the YouTubers that I've seen were talking about it and showed his video clips, inviting kids to go to his TikTok and, well, plus take whatever money they have and join his Patreon. So evidently he wants, this mentally deranged man wants people, young kids, to give him money on his Patreon, and plus quoting too, that is saying that he telling all kids to watch him and saying that their parents do not care about them and do not love them, but he does. He's a depraved, sickening, mentally deranged man. And the fans of this depraved, sickening, mentally deranged man who are so devoted, there are people out there that are that mentally ill and brainwashed and deranged, followers of this mentally deranged man, threaten the life of this Islamic woman, which, yes, these people hate Islam if Islamic families do not want to follow the public school in this gender training that they're trying to introduce in kids, which nobody's kids should have to follow this stuff. I think all people's kids should walk out of the school, defy the teacher in the class, defy the principal, don't do anything, really bad. Snub this. Do not the right to, I believe the right to refuse that part of the education, and it should not be introduced in the public schools. And whether you're Islamic or whether you're Christian or Jewish, if it is against your religion, you have the right to snub this, ignore this, don't go to the class. You have no school, no public school, no political leader or no authority has the right to force you to take these classes. And if whether you're say if you're Islamic or Christian watching this, or Jewish, you have the right to refuse this education. Anybody tries to teach your kids this garbage, any state government, any school board does not have the right to force you by the threat of arrest or any authorities. They do not have the right to force you, whether it's by enforcement by authorities, by any threat to any authorities, by threat of arrest, by threat of fines. They do not have the right to use any means of law enforcement, intimidation, or authority to make you force this garbage on your kids. I mean, you have the right to not go to the class or whatever. And you do not have to obey any teacher of this stuff if it is against your religion. And if you're Islamic actually watching this, I'm going to say, just like I did videos about people who are of other colors or black, these people want to identify as something. That's on them. Like I said, I believe in obeying the law. Don't attack or threaten the life of anybody. Obeying the law. Don't murder anybody for who they want to be. But when these people want to force it down your throat and threaten you, or in this, they want to stick their finger in your face and tell you what to teach your kids. If they want to identify as another gender or whatever, that's on them. That's on them. But the minute they want to turn around and force this down your throat and then threaten the life, for example, this Islamic woman, from what I've seen in other videos, they had the nerve, the fans of this mentally deranged man threatened the life of this woman too, and said they know where her kids go to school. They had a nerve to do that. And just like I want to say a quote in another YouTuber says, which I'm saying too, when you're hearing that these people threatened this Islamic woman, threatened her kids, and say they know where her kids go to school, you want to say, like another YouTuber quoted, FBI, where the hell you at? That came from, there's a YouTuber, I even see his face right now, an image of his face in my head. Gun control advocate and everything too. He talked about that's another thing, one of my YouTubers that I looked at, that he says, FBI, where you at? And I agree with this too. FBI, where you at? These people, the fans of this deranged man, threatened the children of an Islamic woman. Oh, and by the way, the character of these people, one of these people that happened to be transgender too, went and shot up a Christian school, killed a couple teachers and children. So when you have somebody that one of their people went and shot up a Christian school, right? Well, what do you think when they threaten an Islamic woman and her children, saying they know where your children go to school? I'm actually saying too, hearing about this stuff, I'm like, FBI, where you at? This mentally deranged man on TikTok who has fans that threaten an Islamic woman, which my point is they threatened this Islamic woman like that. Oh, and people of their character, according to other YouTubers, they wanted to have I'm trying not to laugh. I'm pausing in my speech trying not to laugh. It's not a laughing matter, but because the police shot this transgender who shot up a Christian school. Oh, they're mad that the police shot this person who killed innocent Christian children and teachers in a Christian school. They wanted a transgender day of vengeance, and they wanted to encourage transgenders to learn how to shoot guns. Because they were mad because this transgender that shot people in a Christian school got shot by the police. Oh, how dare the police shoot this. Anyway, I'm trying to tell you the character of the people, the character of the fans of this mentally deranged man who threatened an Islamic woman and her children. That's the same character of the people who shot up, of the one that shot up at Christian school. So they rightly should be investigated big time. The fans of this person, this mentally deranged. Yeah, the way I see him on a lot of YouTubers featuring this person. A lot of YouTubers featured this mentally deranged man. The way he grits his teeth. I mean, unlike anybody else who wants to identify as another gender, the reason why I'm talking about this person is the way this person grits his teeth too. Very hateful. Very hateful, and almost like the look in his eyes with that makeup and that lipstick and the gritting of his teeth actually says that he wants to kill you if you do not obey his narcissistic, sociopathic ideology. Yeah, you look at all the YouTubers featuring this person. The gritting of that teeth actually shows pure hatred. That gritting of that teeth actually says that that the way he grits his teeth, it literally says that anybody that don't want his kids trained with that ideology, he wants you to die, or even maybe he wants to kill you. And he has no problem with his warped fan base, and of course, you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I'm pausing right now. I says I want to end this video here, but like I said, it's not a laughing matter, but I'm laughing at the audacity of people like this. And I'll remind you once again, I personally don't care. One of my mottos to end in this video, I don't believe in wasting my time persecuting any individual, and I do not endorse threatening or harming anybody because of some affectional preference or what they want to be. It's a waste of my time. Hey, I have my life, they have theirs. But I believe it's also, I also do not believe in wasting any of my time coddling such individuals. And I also refuse to take any part of my personal life to coddle any of them. They're not going to dictate to me or any of you. And yeah, these people have no right, under threat of any authorities that they want to have the nerve, they are arrogant enough that they think they want to be able to get authorities. Yeah, excuse my speaking error, I'm trying not to laugh. But they think they have no right to use any kind of means to try to force you to take any of your personal life, to coddle their ideology, which you have the right to defy. But yeah, anyway, if you're Islamic watching this, in my country, we have a thing we'll say, do what you want to do, and we don't believe in breaking the law, shooting anybody because of who they are, but don't force it down our throat, because we have the right to push back. But anyway, ending this, if it is against your religion, nobody has the right to threaten you with any kind of authorities of any kind to make you force these ideologies on your kids. You have the right to say no to it if it's against your religion. That's what I believe my country is all about. They're they're free to have their delusion or whatever, or identify as something else, but they have no right to dictate or infringe on our freedom to force their ideology, their symbols, their flags on the rest of us. And they don't have the right, they do not have any right to seek to use any authorities to force it on you. If they seek to try to get authorities or politicians to force it on you, you have the right to push back. You know what I'm saying? That's the gist of it. They do not have the right to stick their finger in your face and tell you what you're going to do and force you to take on any ideology or accept any ideology that is against your religion. They do not have the right to do it. If it is against your religion, you have the right to push back.